So not too long ago, you and I together, we took a deep dive into the potential reality of a 1.22 desert update. But a desert update isn't the only potential 1.22 theme that has crumbs leading to it. Sit back and buckle in, because today we're in for a wild ride. We're going to take a look at every single potential cave update, whatever you want to call it at this point. Thing. Biomes. Of course, one of the largest parts of a Minecraft world in the modern era is biomes, and that's how it's been for like 12 years at least. But that's not all they're good for. The biomes. They're also a pretty huge deal when it comes to Minecraft updates. I would say like 90% of every Minecraft update ever did something with a biome. Whether that's a new mob, some new blocks, or a new structure, it did something. So there's no denying inside and out that these things are a huge part of Minecraft. Now, a big thing that we went over in the whole desert update video is the fact that Mojang likes to alternate the theme, focus, or topic of their update. For example, let's say the devs wanted to say make an update all about exploration in the world like they did in 1.18 with the Caves and Cliffs Part 2. Then maybe they'll turn around and in the next update add an update kind of all about farms. With all of its strange, unique properties, whether we knew it at the time or didn't, mud was kind of revolutionary for Minecraft farms. Now, it's not that say in an update all about farming, the devs won't add other things, because they definitely will. If they can add exploration, 100% they'll do it. But if they didn't do it in the previous update, they're probably going to do it in the next one. A lot of people enjoy Minecraft in many different ways, and the devs know that exactly. What did they do in 1.21? Or what did they not do? For the first time since really the Minecraft 1.15 update, the devs did not touch a single biome across the entire world inside of the 1.21 Turkey Trials update. Instead, we've got an update locked in and fully focused on an interesting structure under the ground. But here's the catch. Unlike the, say, 1.11 update that added the Woodland Mansion, I believe, the mansion is tied to the Dark Forest biome. And on the other hand, instead, the Trial Chamber is tied to anywhere like, well, below essentially Y10. The 1.21 update added a grand total of 0 biomes to the game, instead focusing on a structure. At the time of recording this video, the most recent biome addition was the Cherry Blossom biome, so beautiful in the 1.20 update. Want to hone it into biomes under the ground? You say, oh, well, that rolls the clock even farther back. That one will take us back to Minecraft 1.19 with the horror that is the Deep Dark. It's been a long time since Mojang added a biome. It's been an even longer time since Mojang added a biome under the ground. And Mojang likes to alternate updates, so if they didn't do something in one update, they'll probably do it in the next. That concludes my first legal spiel of the day. Now, I'd love to get into more specifics when it comes to the biomes that they could add to the underground, but honestly, that's its whole own video on its own, so let your imagination run crazy with this one, and let's move on. Alright, so next up, let's think back, but not so far back anymore, and instead, the development of a Minecraft 1.20.2. After the release of the Trails and Tales update, the devs realized with the addition of armor trim duplicating, everything like that, that hey, you're gonna probably need a little bit more diamonds. So they came back around, and I believe it was Minecraft 1.20.2 to take a look at diamond generation. Then maybe though, that was close. They realized we need a little bit more diamonds, so maybe it was time to take a look at ore generation and tweak it a little bit more back down under the ground. Fast forward a little bit more to 1.21, and clearly to add the Turkey Trial Chamber to the underground, well, they're gonna have to look at the underground and add something to the underground. Look, I'll admit it, this one is maybe a little bit more of a reach, but I think my logic, the grounds are solid here. The devs keep coming back to the underground and changing or adjusting something ever since it was first implemented in 1.18, or at least the new version of it. Combine this one with all of the other ones we're talking about today, and I don't know, something starts to add up. Hey, that was pretty cool. So anyways, you know what would also be pretty cool? If you did me a quick favor and tapped that like button, it helps the videos out huge time. And if you have another update that you think about maybe will happen with 1.22, throw it down below. Next up, yes, in all of its beautiful dark spiky glory, the Dripstone Caves biome. This is one of the, I was gonna say it's one of the most beautiful cave biomes, but it's also one of the only cave biomes. I can't put enough emphasis here on today the fact that there are 3 cave biomes in Minecraft total. 3. Yes, the Dripstone Caves biome. So, this one is gonna take us all the way back to the development of Minecraft 1.18. When this biome was first officially being implemented into the game, an interesting change happened, and then a change, unchanged, that interesting change. I still remember it like it was like yesterday or something, but back during the development of Minecraft 1.18 in like 2021 or something, in snapshot 21W39A, a shocking change was made to the Dripstone Caves biome where drowned would spawn in the aquifers and zombies would no longer spawn in the biome at all. Kaput, they were done. Fast forward to nowadays, and I mean, I know that I just spawned that zombie there, but naturally that could still definitely happen as well. And unfortunately, all of that is the case because a total of one snapshot later, 7 days later, zombies once again could spawn in the Dripstone Caves. Digging all the way back into the archives, specifically the changelog for 21W40A, down here we get a little interesting bit about zombies once again spawning in the Dripstone Caves. Now, I did quite a bit of digging for this video, all my research and everything, and I swear at some point one of the devs somewhere, it must have been on Twitter or something, said that they were going to maybe come back around to the idea of looking at custom mob spawning inside of the biomes a little bit later on, and fast forward 3 years, and they have not done it still. But that's the thing, they kind of did as well. In Minecraft 1.19, the Deep Dark biome, they totally looked at custom mob spawning inside of that biome by, well, like removing every mob spawn from the Deep Dark. Heck, even in 1.21, they took a look at custom mob spawning by removing all outside mobs from the trial chamber. Maybe now that they've done it a couple of times, they're more incentivized to come back over to this biome and take a look at maybe removing the good old green guys and say, dropping only the blue drowned ones inside of the biome. And on that note of drowned Dripstone Cave stuff, Minecraft Bedrock Edition. In a very recent preview, they finally came back around to that whole specific mechanic of drowned in the aquifers in that biome, and actually made it a thing. Originally, this change was tucked somewhere inside of the 1.21.10 update, or what it would have been. However, that update was delayed, so it's now going to be in 1.21.20. And maybe the mere fact that they're taking a look at the Dripstone Caves biome again could be seen as a ray of hope. Minecraft 1.21 was perhaps the most focused Minecraft update definitely in years. Ever since the B update, the Minecraft updates have kind of been all over the place, but not really all over the place in a bad way, just adding multiple different things. This update instead added essentially one structure. Now granted, this is the most advanced structure of all time inside of Minecraft. There's like a crazy amount of stuff going on here, so it's warranted, but still, one thing is one thing. Right? Digging around, let me look in my drawer here. Aha, there it is. The tinfoil hat that I was looking for. Okay, so I'll admit it here, this one is definitely a reach, a theory, based in reality for sure, but only a reality that involves a tinfoil hat being tightly wrapped on and strapped onto the top of your head. Minecraft 1.21 added one structure and one structure only. Was it always meant to add one structure and one structure only? So this is something that could almost be its whole own video if only there was actually more evidence to be researched out there. But essentially, this update did one thing, and that's unlike many other Minecraft updates. Let's imagine, only for a second, an alternate reality where this update did a little bit more. Considering the fact that this update was so focused on the deepest depths of a Minecraft world, the underground, if this update did more, maybe say added a biome like they usually do, where do you think that biome would have been? If 1.21 was at any point meant to be bigger and was going to add a biome like they typically do, I think it would be a safe guess to say, well, whatever biome that would have been, it might have popped up somewhere under the ground and maybe even incorporated the trial chamber structure into that biome somehow. As the devs have shown us time and time again, if something doesn't quite make the cut in one update, then they're probably going to circle around back to it once they have a little bit more time and implement whatever that thing was. So let's say the devs were working on a biome for 1.21, ran out of time, just didn't make the cut for the update. Well, they were still working on that biome or wanted to add one. If, and a lot of ifs and big ifs here, but if they wanted to add a cave biome instead of 1.21, they ran out of time, well, it'd be safe to assume that that cave biome pops up inside of the next update. I can't believe it, somebody pinch me, it just doesn't feel real, but after all of these years, the bundle is finally famously making it to Minecraft Bedrock in Java soon. It still floors me, it's been news for like a minute now. We knew the bundle was coming to the game. You could even say we saw it from a million miles away, but I am just still shocked that the bundle is actually here. Considering the fact that they're actually finally adding the bundle, maybe the final Caves and Cliffs update feature to the game, well, actually, what about the others? The other largest, at this point, unadded Caves and Cliffs feature goes by the name of Skulk Jaw. All the way back at the initial reveal of the Eternal Cave update, the Skulk Jaw was first seen. Later on, King B-Dogs himself said, hey, it didn't really fit the vibe of the biome, so we cut the feature. So obviously, this is a very different reality when compared to what's going on with the bundle actually officially, finally certifiably making it into the game. On one hand, maybe just maybe they're about to circle around back over to any of the other caves and cliffs features that were left on the table during the development and after the development of that update for whatever reason. The update was all about the caves and cliffs. We're focusing on the caves today. Maybe at one point there was even more to the caves and cliffs we didn't know about. On the other hand, I mean, it's kind of thematic, really. The bundle finally making it into the game, a caves and cliffs thing, and then wham bam, they circle up with even more cave updates next update. Maybe. So, friend, I've got 2 words. Rascal, Copper Golem. Okay, hindsight is everything. I know that was 3 words, but you get the point. Back when both of these 2 losers were revealed, the whole aura, the existence of both of them, Golem and Rascal alike, existed kind of like under the ground. If the devs ever wanted the opportunity to say, add the Rascal, the Copper Golem, or heck, we'll throw in the Tough Golem too while we're at it, why not? Well, then they would need an update clearly all about copper and tough. Wait a second. Alrighty, so maybe not so much hope for the Golem guys. But the Rascal, on the other hand, in other words, the epitome of a mineshaft, well, just like how there's something substantial out there from the past that is slated to be added to the game in the form of a desert update, we also have something slated to be added to the game eventually, hopefully, in the form of a cave update. Now, admittedly, there's a little bit of less of a track record of the devs coming back around and adding losing mob vote candidates. Where in the world did you go? But I mean, you can't deny it. It's still a thing. If the devs propose the idea, then clearly they like the idea of adding a mob to the underground. Maybe we're on the brink of some kind of cave update, and hopefully that cave update could have added the Rascal in, because, oh my god, I can hear it. It would have been so cool to have something like the Rascal in the game, right? Like, just right guy, wrong time. So we've made it. We're almost to the end of the video today. And for the second to last point that I'd like to make, for this one, I'd like to basically just widen the horizon a little bit and say, I mean, there's so much potential here. Do you think the devs ever actually intended for Minecraft's underground to be maxed out at 4 biomes, 3 real biomes, and then the rest of it is just basically no biome at all? I mean, imagine if Minecraft surface was like that. It's kind of comical, really. The idea of random biomes pocketing here and there, and then in between, a big biome that's just called the surface? Huh? There is so much potential to be found underneath Minecraft's ground, even if it is the bare minimum of taking the generation that already exists and painting another biome onto the canvas that exists under the ground. I mean, it seems like, theoretically, it would be a relatively simple thing to do, especially compared to the advanced trial chamber structure. There's no way they intend for the underground to always be 3 biomes. It's just a matter of when will they actually come back and add more. Maybe soon. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, tap that like button and subscribe if you haven't quite yet. I've got a lot of cool videos I'm cooking up. Finally, last and not least, the last place that I'd like to go is a little bit dangerous. We should quiet down. It's dark, too. Oh boy, the deep dark biome. You want to talk about updates going on under the ground? Well, there is one thing, the largest thing, quite literally, but also metaphorically. There's a large thing under the ground that is definitely unfinished. But I wanted to end this video right here because this one is almost a little bit more of a segue, isn't it? If they're going to update this portal and make the portal actually be a portal, is that an update to the underground, or is that maybe a new dimension update? Huh. Cave update, what do you think? Is there even the slightest sliver of a chance that Mojang updates something under the ground at 1.22, or did they check that box at 1.21? On the end card, check out the 1.22 playlist with more theories. Until next time, it's been me, Minecraft Most Handsome. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.